All right, you guys, importing photos into Lightroom Classic can be a little bit overwhelming and intimidating. There's a ton of options, so let's go through how I do it and what I think is the best way to do it. I've just put my memory card into a card reader. Right away, Lightroom wants to know if I can access those files. I'm going to go ahead and press OK. And look at that, it automatically loaded it up for me. Here's another folder it wants access to. Fine, I'll give you access to whatever you want. Go for it. I'm going to cancel this because I want to show you how we would get here if it didn't happen automatically. So before we go into import, let's make sure the option to sync with Lightroom is turned on if you have this option. I'm going to come in here up to this cloud in the top right hand corner. And I'm going to click on that and I just want to turn on this start syncing feature right here. I'm already syncing a different catalog, so mine's going to say, hey, you're syncing a different catalog. Are you sure you want to choose this one? I'm going to go ahead and click on yes. You probably won't see this, so don't worry about that if you don't see it. You can see I got a little check mark there, so that tells me now I'm ready to sync my photos. Make sure you're up here in the Library tab. The Library tab is where we do all of our importing and exporting. So make sure you're on Library here. And I'm going to go ahead and just click on Import right here in the bottom left-hand corner. And it's recognizing there's a memory card in there, but you may need to come and just click right here on these little double arrows. And you can import photos that are already on your hard drive or import photos from your memory card. I like to eject after import, especially if I'm importing everything on my memory card. If I have multiple different things on my memory card that I'm going to be importing, I would uncheck that because I'm going to import in waves instead of all at once. But I'm going to leave that on because I'm going to import these all together. If there were any subfolders on my memory card, I might have the option here to include subfolders, but there aren't, so I'm not going to worry about that. Up here along the top, this is where I can either copy as DNG. We're not going to worry about that. We can copy, move, or add. But you can see move and add are grayed out because it won't let me move things off of a memory card, nor will it let me add things that are on a memory card because it knows the memory card is going to be removed from the camera eventually. So copy is our best option here, and we're going to go with that. Down here we have all of the photos that are going to get imported. We can uncheck them or check them. We can double click on it if I want to see this one a little bit bigger and be like, is this one that I want to import? And then if I want to go back, I can click on this guy right here, the bottom left hand corner. If I don't want to import all of the photos, I might uncheck all and then go through and just check the boxes of the 2 or 3 that I want to import. Or another little trick is uncheck all, and maybe I want like everything from this one to this one. So all of these, well, it would be obnoxious to come in here and check these like this. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to click on this first photo, hold down Shift on my keyboard, click on this last photo. You can see that selected all of them, and then just check one of these boxes, and that's going to select all of those for me. What I actually want to do is just check all of them in this situation. So I'm going to do that. So we are good here. Let's come over here to the right-hand side, and here it's asking me, where are we going to put these photos and what are we going to do with them? So I'm going to look here under file handling. Let's just work our way from the top down. Let's start here. Build smart previews. Heck yeah, let's do it. Don't import suspected duplicates. Absolutely. If I had already imported these photos, then these would all be grayed out because Lightroom would recognize that these photos were already in my catalog. Add to collection. For me, I always add to a collection, and you should too. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Add to Collection, and then I'm going to click on this little plus sign over here. And I like to always call my collection the name of whatever I'm doing. If I'm doing a photo shoot, I'm going to call it the photo shoot I was doing. If I'm doing an assignment, I'm going to call it that assignment. So I just want to give it a good, meaningful name here. So I'm going to go ahead and just choose meaningful name to go here. Something I can remember, or that when I see the name, I'll be like, oh, that's what that was. And then I do want to check this box right here that says, oh, look at this random pop-up that I just got. Do I want to enable address lookup? Nah, I'm going to disable that. Let's see. Let's come back here, and I'm going to check this sync with Lightroom. Yes, I want to do that, and that's, trust me, we want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Create here. Very good. We're here, done here. Let's go to File Renaming. We're not going to rename files. If you wanted to, this is where you would do it, but I'm not going to do it. Apply during import. If you would like to apply some keywords to your photos, this would be a good way to do it. You could put, like, maybe these were photos that you took in Florida and on the beach, and there was a sunset. You could do all that here. It's up to you. Destination. This is an important one. Let's talk about it. We have to make sure we're paying attention to where we're putting our photos. I put my photos into Google Drive. So down here on the bottom, I'm going to click on Google Drive to choose that option. And if we go in here, you can see I can go into my Google Drive and go to my shared drives. And look at this, I've got a photography drive, and this is a photo 3.4 thing, and here's my folder right here. I'm going to click on that. And again, I like to have organized folders. I'm kind of dumb like that. So I'm going to right click on this. I'm going to create a new folder here. That's going to bring up this window right here, and I'm just going to give this I'm going to click here on new folder, and this is also going to be the same as my collection name. So I'm going to choose meaningful name again. Whoops, let's spell that correctly. And hit create, and hit choose. And you can see it's trying to put these photos in meaningful name, but it's making these weird subfolders. It wants to put them in a folder called 2021 and then inside of another folder called 2021 9-8. I don't like that one bit. So to fix that, I'm going to come just up to here where it says organize by date, and I'm going to click on that. I'm going to change that into one folder. And you can see now it's just going to put them in the folder called meaningful name. That's super important. It's going to make life a lot easier for you. So let's minimize this. And we're good. We've done our file handling. We've done our renaming. We did apply during import, and we did our destination. All we have to do now is click on import. And then we're just going to watch here in the top left-hand corner for this progress bar to do its thing. So it's done importing, and it ejected the memory card for me. That's awesome. That means it's safe to take the memory card out of the card reader. But now it's building smart previews, and it's doing some stuff in the background. And I like to just let it do its thing during this time. So here we go. All right, it is done. Smart previews were built for these 23 photos. I'm going to go ahead and just click on Don't Show Again right here and click on OK to make that go away. And we are good to go. We have synced these photos. They are imported the right way. And we did a great job. Nice job, guys. I'm going to go ahead and close Lightroom here. And it's syncing a whole bunch of photos because there's other stuff happening in the background here. So I'm going to just click on Don't Show Again and hit Shut Down. And then I will always just wait for my Google Drive right up here in the top right-hand corner to finish doing its thing. And I'm good to log out and go home.